Hey there! Welcome to my channel. A while ago, I got a question from a viewer. He asked, I've heard that some asteroids have an orbit that crosses Earth's orbit. Do they collide with Earth more often than we think? If so, how often does this happen? So today, we're going to talk about how many meteorites and asteroids hit Earth each year. Okay, first of all, what's the difference between a meteorite and a meteoroid? A meteoroid is the small, rocky, or metallic body in outer space. When it enters the Earth's atmosphere, it becomes a meteor. We call it a shooting star or a falling star. And if it reaches the Earth's surface, then we call it a meteorite. So here we will talk about meteorites because meteoroids are too small to track. The size of meteoroids can vary greatly, but for a comparison, a bolide is a bright meteor with an exceptionally bright visible light emission during its atmospheric entry. So when people see these bright meteors, they often compare it to the size of the full moon. If the object is smaller than that, then it's called a small meteor. But if it's bigger than the full moon, then it's called a large meteor. And if the meteor is big enough to cause damage, we call it an airburst, like an explosion in the air, or an impact if it hits the ground. So how big are these meteorites and asteroids? Well, meteorites are usually just a few miles across, but some are much larger. For example, asteroid 2013 TX68 is about 3 kilometers wide, and it passes Earth's orbit every 2 years. Asteroid 1999 AN10 is about 2 kilometers wide, and it passes Earth's orbit once per year. And the largest one is asteroid 1036 Ganymede, which is about 32 kilometers wide, and it passes Earth's orbit once every couple of years. Most asteroids are located between Mars and Jupiter, but some of them have orbits that extend as far out as Pluto and then curve around Earth. S-orbit every couple of years. One of those is Comet Hyakutake, or the Great Comet of 1996. It passed Earth's orbit last time in 1996, and it will pass again in the year 2040. And just to let you know how big this comet is, it's about 3 kilometers wide and 1 kilometer long. Okay, so how many meteorites hit Earth each year? NASA's Meteoroid Environment Office reports that about 150 tons of meteorites fall to Earth each year. That's about 175 kilograms per person per year. Most of them are pretty small, just a few centimeters across, and they weigh only a few ounces. But occasionally, we find some really big ones. For example, the largest meteorite ever found in Antarctica weighed 8. It was named Allen Hill's 84001 and it S, now kept at the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago. There's also another huge meteorite called Hobawest. It weighs 50 tons. And it's located in Namibia. This one is special because it has probably the only meteorite in the world that we know exactly where it came from. It fell in 1920 and left a crater that is still there today. There are also some reports that say that somewhere between 10,000 and 100,000 meteorites hit Earth each year, but I wasn't able to find any credible sources for those numbers. So for now, let's just stick with 150 tons per year. And keep in mind that most of these meteorites are very small. Do you want to know how scientists track meteorites and asteroids? Then check out this video, where I talk about the difference between a meteor shower and a meteor storm, and why sometimes these meteorites cause climate change. And now it's time for the space. Do you know the names of all the planets in our solar system in order from the sun? Type your answer in the comment section below. And if you got it right, then write I love space in the spaceship. Go fast. You can see me here. I'm waiting for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us grow. Click here to subscribe, and I will see you next time.